anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like to cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living, nah, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line him up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Without a doubt, I've been around. Yeah, everybody knows my name when I show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now Penix to the air right away. That's complete to Mooney. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Yeah, he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this done. down inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
And looking to throw, Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. And I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first two plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 19, go.
Algier is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play. Those are our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Once again, it's Irving. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Mayfield to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gonzalez is good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's taken to the 26. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break. 18, right, 18, Pioneers, go.
Looking to throw, Penix. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. Escapes the defender. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll throw with Penix. And he comes back with one complete. Back to the ground with Robinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Buck 16-yard line.
Here's Penix. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons 1st down as he's down to the 11. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go, set.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Charlie Warner, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Mayfield down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Bucs get a bit closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, 66 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Down the middle, and it's complete. And they get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And down inside the 15 to go. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mayfield going to switch things up here.
First and 10 at the 14.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. His guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
60 Bison, 60
A play fake. Now Penix. Washington's got him. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
To the air, Penix. To the left side, it's complete. And And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Skirts by at the 15. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the Bucs are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Right. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Irving. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Buccaneers 28. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to Robinson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Hey, you don't have to tuck your head in and take the total at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. On play action, they'll throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. This pass is caught by London. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First down, Buccaneers.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Now Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much work.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From a yard out. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Cougar 19, Cougar 19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. We can do this, Trap 60, Trap 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Dragon 60. Here we go.
Now Penix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete here. So that will leave him with 16 on the clock.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
A give left side to Robinson. And he's going to have to protect protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Falcons, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.
I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth, still the truth, nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close.